Hi! Today I will be making this macrame kit that I got from Barnes & Noble. My experience with macrame is I made two very simple plant holders and a keychain, and that's pretty much it. So I'm kind of excited to see what else you can do. And I did look at the box already to see what's included and what I will be making. And I must say I was a little bit confused because at the front it says that it includes a 24-page book, 32.8 feet of macrame cord, 27.55 inches, which is 70 centimeters of jute cord, 2 metal hoop earrings, and 1 wooden bead. Okay, and at the back it kind of like expands on it and tells you what colors of the cord you get, and you get these pictures right here. And here it says what you can make, and it's a rainbow ornament and a pair of earrings. And I feel like I'm kind of being baited because what are these then? And also these like little keychains and this, which looks like a coaster. I mean, let's be honest, I didn't expect to be able to make everything shown from this little kit, but I'd like the book to include these at least, because I do see right here that it shows you how to make this like hanging ornament thing. So I hope this is also the case with this like pouch. And also these things mentioned on the sides, I hope that I will be able to make from this book as well. But you know, let's stop speculating and actually open this up. Okay, so the first thing I see is the booklet. And then we have all the cords and the ball and the hoops for rings. So this, I'm assuming, is for the inside of the rainbow, and like you use the cords around it. And that would be these cords. And then this is probably for the earrings. Let's open the book first. Okay, what is modern macrame? You can read right here. I'm not gonna read all of this to you. And this is what I'm the most interested in. So this is getting started, as we can see here. Then the macrame earrings, the macrame rainbow. So these are the two projects that they provided cord for. And then we have the keyring, the macrame leaf, coin purse, boho macrame coaster, plant hanger, wall hanging, and congratulations. Okay, so I'm so happy that these things are actually included here, because I think that it would be really weird to show all of these cool things and then not tell me how to do them. And here it explains what tools you need and the different types of cords, which is useful, and then the knots that you use for macrame. Okay, so here are the earrings and then the rainbow. So let's start with these. I will look through this book on my own because I don't really want to like show everything here, because this is a paid kit and you probably can't show everything. So actually I'll just show you the photos of the finished projects that you can make from this book, because there are a couple things that weren't featured on the box. So here's the keyring that we already saw. Then there is a leaf that we did not see, but it looks really cute. Then we have the purse. It actually looks so tiny here, much smaller than on the box. And then is the coaster. And this plant hanger, wow, this is much more elaborate than what I've made. And the wall hanging that was also featured on the box. And the congratulations and the meet the author. Wow. Look at this thing that he's making. That's so cool. It's like a macrame top. Okay, so for these earrings, what I need is a tape measure. I have that. Scissors, which I also have somewhere. 5mm macrame cord here. Pair of hoop earrings here. Corkboard and pin to hold the project while you work. That I don't have, but I have this, which should work, right? Comb. I do have a comb somewhere. And glue. It says it's optional. We'll see why it's optional and or why it's used in general. So let me get the scissors and the comb. Okay, so now that I have everything from the list, I can start. Fold 6 of your macrame cords. Oh, okay. So I have to cut this in 12 equal pieces of 30 centimeters. I actually tested it first by folding it in equal or, you know, almost equal parts before cutting it, because if this happened after I cut it, I wouldn't be able to make them because this is my 12th part and it's much shorter than it should be. So I actually have to cut them a little smaller than they're telling me. Probably making it 29 centimeters will be fine. Okay, so the 29 centimeter was perfect actually, and I have a little bit left over. But still, I'm happy that I went with a little bit less so that I'm sure that I can make 12 equal sized cords. So right now I will need half of it. So 6 cords and I fold them in half. And I will clip this earring to hold it in place like this. I hope it doesn't like bend too much. Maybe this will be good. Attach your cords to the hoop using the lark's head knot, which was shown on page 5. So I have all 6 of the cords on the hoop. Secure them with double half hitch knots. The first cord will be your filler cord, okay? Okay, so I put my first one like this. So I loop this one like this. And then I bring it up again the other side. Just loop it back into the middle. That doesn't look right. Okay, I got it. I had to play a video because I didn't really get it because the example shows it from like a distance. See, because I'm supposed to make it at the top and this is shown like lower. So it was kind of hard for me to get how to do that. But so here. I go over and then tighten it right away like that. And then just do the same thing again. Just pushing this one up like that. Okay, that required a little bit more strength than I thought it would. And now it says to do the same thing for the other one, but in the other direction. This is actually much harder the other way. I don't know why, but my brain just refuses to like remember which way it's supposed to go and how it's supposed to look like. Okay, so now I have these 2 done so far, and now what? Okay, trim the cords evenly in a semicircle to your desired length, and then trim the filler cords, and that's where the glue comes in. Yeah, so that was what I was wondering, like if I cut this, won't it just undo itself? But yeah, I will use the glue here. And as for the length, I think maybe like here will be good. Okay, so they are trimmed and combed, and the only thing I have left is cutting this piece and gluing it. So I will heat up my glue gun and I will just do that. I'm so scared of doing this. Like, I'm afraid it will just like come out, but it hasn't yet. And my glue's almost dripping. So let me just tap it. I hate glue guns, they're just so flimsy. And I feel like I can never use them right. Like, why is it pulling my cheese? Okay, one done, I think, I hope. Okay, and the other one is also, I think, done. Hopefully this will hold. It would be so sad if it just came apart. So here are the finished earrings, and now let's move on to the rainbow. So for the rainbow, I will need again the tape measure, scissors, cream cord, and okay, I didn't think it would be long enough, but there's actually more than I need. And then these 3, and a piece of jute of cord to hang the rainbow. Well, I have this with the bead, and the glue and comb I also have, so we can start. Okay, so it tells me to start with the maroon cord, which is the shortest, to wrap around the shortest thick cord. And it says to start at 4 centimeters, so that's here. And I'm just basically wrapping around until the end. Okay, so this one is done, and let me clip it so that it doesn't undo itself. And I'll just do the same thing with the other ones. So now let me check the lengths. So this has to be on the bottom, and this cream one. Okay, I think I have to unravel some of the red because it came out too long compared to the cream. And then the pink one, I will just wrap one more and then it will be perfect. So I just need to cut the cords to the correct size, and then I'll glue the ends. I'll actually glue them one by one, because I feel like this I can have a little bit more control over the length of the cords. Okay, so now I need to glue these together. There's a lot of gluing with this one. So at the back, I'm trying to put the glue in between them. And I definitely don't want it to be visible from the front. I also tried to assemble these pieces so that the previous part that I glued is at the back also, so that nothing actually shows from the front. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of hot glue because of that reason, that it just, at least for me, it's hard to make it not visible. And when it is visible, it, you know, it looks bad. It just looks tacky, like I'm doing some kind of like 5-minute craft. And now before I glue the third part, I have to make a knot with the jute cord. And now I can glue it. Okay, look how cute it is. Now I have to comb this, just like I did with the earrings. And then I'll cut them so that they're even, and this is the shortest one, so I'll just trim everything to its length. Okay, I don't think I can make it more even, because I cut this side and then it turns out that it's too short, so I cut this side, and then this side is too short, and I'll just keep going back and forth. And the last thing to do is put this bead on. And I'll knot it again like here so that it can hang. And ta-da! Look how nice. Okay, so here are the projects that I finished today, and I really enjoyed working on them, even though some parts were kind of challenging, especially this second earring. But hey, they came out nice in the end. And I really like this rainbow. I'm sure I will hang it somewhere over my desk. And again, if you're interested in getting this kit, there are more projects inside. You just would have to get your own cords. But you know, if you're interested in making macrame stuff, that's not a problem because you would have to buy them anyway. But yep, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!